to be a hot one, America. We're experiencing a massive heat wave, and it's only going to get worse as the week goes on.
Each day, temperatures are likely to hit record highs as the sun continues to shine. No rain this week, so be prepared by staying cool and well protected. This weather report brought to you by Sun Squared Sunscreen.
Did you remember your sunscreen today?
Did you know that for some individuals it can take only 15 minutes for a sunburn to occur, yet it can take up to 12 hours to show its full effects?
Try Sun Squared. It's a broad-spectrum sunscreen that protects against both UVA and UVB rays to reduce the effects of sunburn. A sunburn occurs when the UV rays penetrate the epidermal layer of the skin.
Small amounts of UV radiation can be beneficial to the skin, but when overexposed, DNA can be damaged, causing mutations and promoting cancer.
The sun is most damaging between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. because UV rays are at their strongest. Even with an overcast, individuals are still susceptible to sunburn, so sunscreen should be worn on any warm day.
When UV rays penetrate your skin, it accelerates the production of melanin. Melanin is responsible for producing the pigment of your skin. Melanin is released from melanocytes, which are cells found in the stratum basal layer of the epidermis.
Excess melanin is produced to protect deeper layers of the skin, which gives individuals a tan. A tan is your body's way of blocking UV rays, preventing sunburn.
When people do not produce enough melanin, UV light causes the skin to burn, redden, and swell. The amount of melanin produced by an individual is genetically determined and differs among individuals.
Sun Squared not only protects the skin from UV rays, but the natural ingredients increase the production of melanin, so even people with fair skin are more likely to tan instead of burn.
Frequent exposure to the sun without protection can increase an individual's risk of wrinkles, dry skin, liver spots, and several types of cancers, including melanoma.
Melanoma is cancer that develops within the melanocyte cells and is one of the most serious forms of skin cancer because it can spread to other parts of the body.
Because melanomas are on the skin, they are sometimes easier to detect. Earlier detection and diagnosis are crucial because if caught early enough, melanomas can be cured with minor surgery.
When wondering how to evaluate an area that may be suspicious, most public health organizations stress the ABCDs of melanoma. A is asymmetry, if one half of the mole looks different than the other half. B is borders irregularity, if the border around the suspected spot is uneven or notched. C is color, if the color shows irregular patterns or shows a different color than the rest of the body's moles. And D is for diameter, if the spot is larger than a pencil eraser.
Risk factors for melanoma include daily sun exposure without protection, fair-colored skin and light hair, history of intense sun exposure, more than 100 plus moles, irregular moles, and a history of melanoma in your family.
Ways to prevent melanoma would be to reduce sun exposure. If outside, wear hats and a waterproof, broad-spectrum sunscreen. Sunscreen should be reapplied often, watch for early detection, and get screened often.
Sun Squared is a hypoallergenic sunscreen that is dermatologist recommended, and it should be used daily to reduce the risk of sun damage and melanoma.
Unlike many sunscreens, Sun Squared is waterproof and can last up to 12 hours before being reapplied.
Even after a long day, I know my skin is still protected when I use Sun Squared.